Hello and welcome everyone to another episode of Closer Encounters. I am your host, Clarence Mitchell, coming to you live from somewhere, Minnesota. Would you like to be a guest on Closer Encounters? Or maybe you know someone that would like to be a guest on Closer Encounters. Or maybe you have a story to share. Well, please shoot us an email, closerencounters.info@gmail.com. Again, that's closerencounters.info@gmail.com. For everything Closer Encounters, updates, all things going on, check us out, www.facebook.com/Closer Encounters Radio. Again, www.facebook.com/Closer Encounters Radio. And please don't forget to like, follow, and share. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Closer Encounters. I hope everybody been doing okay for the past couple of days since our last show. Since Sunday anyway. What a deal. You can tell my throat's a little bit scratchy. Been having some weather changes and stuff, and it's been kind of crazy for me, back and forth, but we'll get through it. Not a big deal. So anyway, I see Jeff Johnson's with us here. Christina, hello, Bella. Dave's with us. Sharon's with us. Mr. Omar, he's with us. How are you? Cool. Good deal. Now I'm just waiting for a few people here to pop in. Got a little bit of a different show tonight we're going to do. And got some things here I want to talk to you guys about and show you a few things. Mr. Herb Gillespie, how are you, sir? Great to see you. Good deal. Man, I tell you, we had a thunderstorm night before last that came through our area. And it was about, 2-3 o'clock in the morning, something like that. I have never heard or seen such hot lightning in all my life. That was crazy. I swear something got struck just down the street from me, right across the road. Man, that was wicked. But it didn't last long, maybe an hour at the very most, not even that, half hour, 45 minutes. But wow. Sharon says she's doing some cooking. Cool. Alrighty. Okay, so well, see, we got a few people here. That's good. Good deal. All right. Well, I wanted to start out and basically say to you guys, like I said, this isn't going to be our ordinary show as normal. Most of you know, for the most part, I'm not a big conspiracy theorist kind of guy. I tend to stay away from that stuff only because, you know, when you start getting involved in it, you tend to get dragged into it to a point where, you forget what your your ground base is. You kind of forget about what you're doing. Hello, Jolene. How are you, dear? So, you know, uh, I noticed a lot of my constituents and stuff on Facebook, some friends of mine and people we've had on the shows and, other ones, really a whole whack of people. I'm not talking about just one or two here. I'm talking a good sized group. Uh, been sending me a lot of posts, uh, inviting me to groups, different things like this. And hello, Jamie. How are you, dear? Good to see you. Different things like that. And a lot of these posts that they're giving me or, want me to see and stuff like that. Some of it has to do with the Corona COVID, 19 stuff like that. And other such things, that's going on. So I thought what I would do is I'm going to take a couple of these, actually a few of these conspiracy / rumors, and I'm going to show you exactly what they're all about. Okay. And you'll be surprised of what comes out of them. One of them I had a really hard time digging into, but I finally did, and I got an answer for you. And it's pretty whacked. It really is. It's kind of crazy stuff. But if you're interested, I'd like to bring it to you and show it to you. And hello, Chunky. How are you? And the reason why, like I said, people get wrapped up in this. And when you start getting more and more people doing it, and that you tend to start following. And I always said that I'm the type of person that rather bring out the truth if I can. And I've been corrected on a few things, ain't no doubt about that. And, that's okay. Not a big deal. Well, I'm going to give you a few things here that's been coming up and it's been driving me crazy, and I'm just surprised at how some of these will filter through and people will take them to heart and they run with it. So I want to, I actually want to bring up one here. Now this, I'm going to share the screen here. Oops. This one actually came out of Facebook. Let's see here. And this is a group, the official QAnon page. Okay. And let me see if I can bring this up full screen. Here we go. And as you see right here on the very front, it says false information checked by independent fact checkers. And of course, it says see the video, blah, blah, blah. So what I'm going to do is we're going to play this. And as you see down here on the bottom, it says fact check. And then it tells you, his arrest had nothing to do with COVID-19 that he stole cancer research. Well, I'm going to show you what the video is.
We're here today to announce 3 separate cases highlighting the ongoing threat posed by Chinese economic espionage and research theft in the United States.
Federal investigators at the Lexington home of 60-year-old Dr. Charles Lieber today, moments after his arrest at his Harvard office.
The complaint alleges that Dr. Lieber signed a contract with the Chinese university in Wuhan and was paid up to $50,000 per month, plus up to $158,000 in living expenses.
The chair of Harvard's chemistry department, he also allegedly received more than $1.5 million to set up a research lab in China, all while working at Harvard and receiving multiple research grants from the U.S. Department of Defense and National Institutes of Health. Also charged today, 2 Chinese nationals, 29-year-old Yang Qingyi, who worked as a scientific researcher at Boston University,
who failed to mention on her visa application that she is also a lieutenant with the People's Liberation Army.
30-year-old Zhaozong Zhang worked on cancer research at Beth Israel Deaconess Medical Center.
For trying to smuggle vials of biological material out of the United States to China and lying about it to federal investigators.
Now, Lieber is due back in court Thursday. He's currently behind bars. He could face up to 5 years in prison if convicted. And Harvard does tell me he's currently on paid administrative leave. Meantime, Harvard, Beth Israel Deaconess Medical Center, and BU are all cooperating with authorities. Reporting live in South Boston, Nicole Burley, WCVB News Center 5.
I just want to show you guys something. If you can see down here, he's got 3.2K comments, 15,000 shares, 2.8 emojis, angry, thumbs up, and the wows. And this comes out of that group. And what it said underneath the title, it said, USA just discovered the man who manufactured and sold the coronavirus to China. Dr. Charles Lieber, head of the chemistry and biological department at Harvard University, USA. He was just arrested today, according to the American department sources. He was arrested for selling coronavirus to China. That's what this post is all about. And I got this post. My name was tagged on it. And I read it, and I knew right away it was bogus as soon as I seen it. And the post that I actually got, of course, had that headline in it. But the video didn't match the description that was on the actual post. So anyway, I'm thinking to myself, gee whiz, this is crazy. So I went in and I fact checked it, of course. And this is the fact check. And I'll bring this up. Well, that ain't going to work. Let me go back here. That ain't going to work. There we go. Click on this one. And the fact check, of course, says it's false. His arrest had nothing to do with COVID-19. He stole cancer research. That's what that was all about. It had nothing to do with the COVID virus whatsoever. And this happened a while ago. I mean, it wasn't something that, but they got it dated April 5th, the guy that posted it. So, this is only a couple of days ago. Pretty crazy stuff, right? But people take this seriously. And this comes from the official Q, page that everybody's all hyped up over, It's pretty crazy. So that's number one. All right. I just thought I'd show you that. Let me get out of there. I mean, there's, we can go all day on certain things, back and forth. But I wanted to bring a few of these up anyway, so people know. And Chunky says, look at the faults right below it. Exactly. Thomas says, delete fact checker bot, go to your block list, search fact checker, facts, gates, truth block, all of them, and do it on a regular basis. Yeah. Watchers talk. Omar says the question to ask is, why do they take it so serious, and what's the cause of that? I have no idea. I'll be honest with you, I don't know. But they do. And it's, it's crazy. But people don't, for whatever reason, look into this stuff. They take everything to heart, when they see it. Now, I got a couple more things here I'm going to bring up real quick. Let me see here. I got to get into my bookmarks. Go to the web. Boop-a-doo, boop-a-doo, boop. Okay. Now, I'm going to bring this one up. Am I still here? I just knocked myself out of my own page. That was stupid. Sorry about that. I got to open a new tab first. Jeez, what a dummy. I can't believe I just did that. Yeah, I can. I can believe anything I do. That's nuts. Okay, so let me go here and go to a new tab. Now I can go to my bookmarks. Wow, that was crazy. I thought I just dumped the whole thing. This one's kind of controversial. And I want you guys to listen to this and tell me what you hear. So let me come back up here and I will share this. Chucky says, yeah, you're still there. Cool. Omar says, all fact check is their narrative that they want you to believe. Well, there's more than just that, though. You can check it out for yourself, but it is true. He wasn't arrested for COVID-19. He was arrested for the cancer thing. There's other things that you can check out. As a matter of fact, we can do that if you want. Okay. I'm going to play this video and then I'm going to ask you guys, well, after the video is done, in the comment section, I want you to tell me what you're actually hearing here, what's being said. Let's see here. That's not going to work either. Hold on. Gee whiz. Wow, that's crazy. How did I not? Come on, where are you? Come on. Wow, this thing is so glitchy now. Come on, there we go. Scroll down. Oh, I have to do it this way. Wow. Well, if I can get into it, I'd be all right. Hope they didn't block it now. Wow, this is crazy. Okay, there it is. That's the one. I found it. Phew. Okay. Now I can share the screen. Sorry about that, folks. That's my fault. Go there. Here we go. This is a thing about, well, basically it was on Fox News. This is Tucker Carlson, and he's questioning the quarantine deal. And he was talking about when the WHO came out and supposedly said that they were going to go into people's houses and start yanking people out. And, you know, remove children from your homes and this kind of stuff. So I'm going to play this clip for you. This is the actual broadcast of Tucker Carlson on Fox News. And I want you to watch this and listen to it, and then we'll go over this just a little bit. So
if you've been sick, you know that intensive care is not something that doctors recommend lightly. Boris Johnson is clearly in danger tonight, and that's a bad sign. Johnson is in his mid-50s and hale enough to lead a country. If this can happen to him, a lot of us should be worried. And we are worried enough to endure things that just a month ago would have seemed preposterous. Last week, Dr. Michael Ryan, he's the leader at the World Health Organization, announced that in response to the spread of this virus, authorities may have to enter people's homes and remove family members, presumably by force.
now, did you hear what he just said? Presumably by force. They're going to enter your home and remove family members, presumably by force. Listen to what this gentleman actually says.
In most parts of the world, due to lockdown, most of the transmission that's actually happening in many countries now is happening in the household, at family level. In some senses, transmission has been taken off the streets and pushed back into family units. Now we need to go and look in families to find those people who may be sick and remove them and isolate them in a safe and dignified manner.
Now, did you hear what he said? That the people that are sick are in the families now. They're no longer on the street. They're shoved back into their houses. So now they have to find the ones that are sick at their homes, you know. But this is Tucker's response.
Just so you know, we're coming to your house, seizing your children, and, quote, isolating them in a safe and dignified manner, whatever that means.
Let me play that again.
Just so you know, we're coming to your house, seizing your children, and, quote, isolating them in a safe and dignified manner, whatever that means.
Coming to your house, stealing your kids, and removed in a safe and dignified manner. Unbelievable. Why in the hell would Tucker Carlson say such a thing? Okay. The gentleman, the head of the WHO, didn't say a word about taking children, about doing anything. You know what I'm saying? But this is how this shit gets started. All right. And if you look on YouTube, you'll find 3 or 4 different videos. And let me see here if I can do this real quick without let me take that down here. Well, first of all, I didn't want to get out of this page, but I can read you what Dr. Ryan actually said. He said, in most parts of the world, due to lockdown, most of the transmission that actually happened in many countries now is happening in the household at family levels. In some senses, transmission has been taken off the streets and pushed back into family units. Now we need to go and look in families to find those people who may be sick and remove them and isolate them in a safe and dignified manner. So in other words, what he's saying is they've been taken off the streets and they're made to stay home now. So when you get sick, the only way you're going to be able to go anywhere is for them to come and get you. That's basically what he's saying. But that's not what Tucker Carlson says. You know, he's got it so everybody's thinking, wow, they're going to, do the breaking in your house, taking your kids. I mean, this is what he told everybody. It's totally ridiculous. I don't know if that. Let's see here. Wanted to see, there was another one here. Let me look here. I'll have to go to my history. Here we go. And I'll share this with you. So I just want to show you. Go to YouTube. So here we go. This is the history that I check on stuff and I use different videos and whatever. So here you go. Now this is Tucker Carlson right here. That's showing you, Tucker Carlson experts can't predict coronavirus will end. This is the one I just played. How long will the lockdowns last? Where he said that they're going to come take your kids. Then there's this big one, and this is from a different guy. Look at that headline. We're taking your kids. And then another one right down below that. WHO officials, we may have to start removing people from their homes, and this is the kind of stuff WHO official may have to enter homes and remove family members. It's crazy. That's not what the guy said, Unbelievable. Unbelievable. And I tell people to stay away from CNN and stuff because CNN's nothing but trash too. And I used to watch Fox all the time because I figured they were about the only ones left that had any trust to them. And then I hear this, and then I see all these other guys following him because he's the one that made the statement, oh, we're going to take your kids, blah, blah, blah. and then everybody jumps on board and they put the same damn thing on their news thing. And I'm like, you got to be kidding me. You know, unbelievable. It's just, and then it gets posted on YouTube, it gets posted on Facebook, and everybody's in an uproar. They're not coming in my house, you know, blah, 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 and all this stuff. And next thing you know, everybody's talking about, you know, Trump going to call martial law. And this is how it all begins. It's just crazy. Totally crazy. Thomas says, I remember Tucker Carlson, the SSP. He was high-level ICC executive along with the rest of the Fox News crew. Yeah. Yeah, crazy stuff. Okay. So we got them two out of the way. But I just wanted to show you guys, you know, just how media works and how, you know, just plain people that post stuff on Facebook, you know, without doing the fact checking and stuff like that too, you know. And this is why Facebook and YouTube both are taking videos down and different things because, you know, of all this false information. And they don't want people in a panic. They don't want people in an uproar. I get it. Okay, I do. But crazy stuff, you know. Okay, now this one is going to be a little bit different. I'll go back to my other one here. Oh, this is not cool at all. And this one has been another one that has been going around. Yeah, unfortunately, it's a sad ordeal. It really is. So we are going to, I got this one yesterday. Actually, I've gotten it like 3 or 4 different times from, you know, a few people. Yeah, I did it again. Oh God, I tell you, I'm just I'm killing myself. I really am. This is nuts. I did it again. Okay, here we go. Jesus. You think I'm going to have to write this down and actually put it on in front of me so I remember. New tab before you share, blah, blah, blah. Okay, let me get this thing loaded up. And come on. Okay. Now I will share this. Chunky says it really does happen, though, Clarence. The people here in North Carolina, we're the first ones to post this HWO article and scream martial law is coming and so on without fully understanding the situation. Yeah, absolutely. And that's exactly what happens, you know, unfortunately. And then it gets out of control. And next thing you know, there's a worldwide thing going on, you know. The thing is, when that particular guy from the WHO, the head of it, was talking about that, see, he never mentioned what countries he was talking about or anything. He's just talking about people in general. You know what I mean? So, you know, it's going to be up to each president or whoever of each country or, you know, head of state, blah, blah, blah. So far, I haven't heard anything about anybody getting their doors kicked in and dragging their kids out. You know, it just, no, it's not happening. Okay, let me share this. Okay, before I do, we'll explain this one. This is a post that came out. Dave, yeah, David Icke, or Icky, some people call him, actually was doing a interview with a certain group, and I'll get into that here in just a second. And apparently, YouTube took his video down. Okay, and for whatever reason, they supposedly because they don't like him, so they're trying to censor him. YouTube supposedly went to the BBC and told them, hey, we got to take this video down, blah 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 blah. Well, it never actually happened, and I'm going to show you right now. First of all, let me show you the Dave Icke actual video, and then we'll go from there. You're going to be kind of shocked, maybe. I don't know. Maybe not. If it loads. I'm probably going to get nailed
Hello,
for that.
everybody. You may or may not know, but I did a live interview with London Real last night, and it got fantastic numbers of people to watch it. It was, I'm told, the second most watched live stream in the world yesterday. And within next to no time after it finished, YouTube deleted it. Now, my last interview with London Real about this coronavirus so far got 5 million hits. And this one could well have doubled that given the interest. But it's been taken down by YouTube, and that says something. It says that these massive corporations are so terrified of the truth that they are trying to stop people seeing that they will delete a video of one guy when they are giving the public globally the official narrative 24/7 from all directions. So we have a video of that interview at davidicke.com, and it is absolutely explosive. And when you watch it, you'll see why YouTube deleted it. So to get it out to as many people as possible, which is absolutely vital.
Absolutely.
I'm asking people, they watch the video at davidicke.com and then share it with everyone they possibly can, everywhere in the world. Because people say, okay, well, what can I do? What can I do to make a difference? Well, there is a phenomenal global difference to be made here. If this information can get out, this video can get out to vast numbers of people.
Yeah.
So if everyone just shares it with as many people as they know, urge them to share the video with everyone they know, and so on and so on and so on. And in a short time, we can put this information, vital, beyond belief vital, in front of millions of people worldwide.
Mhm.
So I'm asking for your help here. Watch the video, share it with everyone you know, urge them to share it with everyone they know, and to keep that pattern going.
Mhm.
Because it's extraordinary how many people through that method can see this video in the next few days.
Yeah,
so
amazing.
let's overcome this ban by getting it to even more people than would have seen it on YouTube.
Mhm.
Because if YouTube don't want you to see it, you need to see it.
Right.
Thanks for your help.
Oh, you're welcome. You're welcome. Okay, so I got to ask you guys, and I'm being a real shit here. Do you think YouTube actually took his video down? I'll wait for your comments. Go ahead. Yes or no? Do you actually think that YouTube took his videos down?
The community that forms when you're making a film is this beautiful expression, and
Tim says nope. Hey brother, how you doing? Nope. Okay, I'm going to show you something here. A couple of things actually. It was London Real video that was taken down. Yeah, I understand that. I'm going to show you something though. Here's the deal. We click on this here. I'll come over here and we'll stop sharing that screen and we'll share this other one. Check this one out. You guys are going to get a kick out of this. David Icke's. Hang on here. Let me get it big screen for you so you can read it. And then we'll go through it. Update. The people are speaking and overcoming YouTube/Vimeo. Dake Icke's virus video banned by sharing the link. Now for million have watched it and counting. We shall overcome. And you can download it. No copyright problems. YouTube/Vimeo. Imagine that. You are doing fantastic. Ban David Icke's video, virus video, seen by and they scratched 2 out and put 4 million people. Already after YouTube and Vimeo ban. Let's make it 10 million. One sends to 5. They send to 5. The numbers are amazing. Very quickly. Blah, 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 blah. The video deleted from YouTube and now also Vimeo. View BitChute version below. The video, the internet is terrified of you seeing. The video may buffer before it starts because of the level of traffic, but stay with it, and then it plays just fine. And here is your video right here. And this is just unbelievable. Okay. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go to this site and it's going to switch. Hopefully it stays on the same page, which I think it will. It looks like it will. And look at this. This is all Dave Icke's mostly viewed videos and different things like that. This is all on BitChute deal. David Icke, David Icke, David Icke, David Icke. All on BitChute. All nothing but David Icke's stuff here. And let me scroll back and I'll show you the other site here. Now this is London Real TV. This is crazy. And here's the video right there. You can watch it. This is London Real. You can see up here at the top. Okay. London Real. Now watch this. I want you to notice something. You see any dates on here anywhere? You see any dates? Anything that tells you the date when this thing was made or when this was written? Not one date. Okay. But what you do find is the video gives you a background on his professional, conspiracy theorist, David Icke, tells you all about him, his bio. Over here on the right side, look at all these videos. David Icke, David Icke, David Icke, David Icke. A couple other people. There's another David Icke. This whole thing is all about Mr. David Icke. David Icke, David Icke. And then you scroll down here, and this is the moderator, okay, for this page, and it says, attention, YouTube has deleted the David Icke video. We are working hard now to upload a new version. It will be up shortly. Please share this with the world before it gets taken down again. Really? Okay. No dates, no nothing on here saying when this video was actually made, when he did the thing. All promoting David Icke off to the right side there. I mean, this is like another David Icke freaking webpage. I mean, it might as well be called the David Icke page because that's all it is, right? But this is London Real, okay? Now, we're going to go back. And I'll have to share screen again. Check this out. I find this ironic as all hell. I really do. It's crazy. I'm going to go back to Mr. Icke's urgent message. And then we're going to click on Mr. Icke's actual YouTube channel. This is funny.
People say I talk about some weird stuff, some far out stuff. But how about that chair that you're sitting in isn't solid? How weird is that?
I don't want that to play. Okay. Videos. Let me click on his videos. Now, somebody tell me, when did Mr. Icke say he did that video? Anybody remember? Now remember, he says that YouTube took the video down. Okay? But here's a little point I want to bring up to you. Look at these videos he's got. Of course, he's got the urgent message from, about YouTube. And this was done a day ago. Here, he's got, is there a virus? And this is 2 days ago. 3 days ago, Event 201, Coronavirus Conspiracy, David Icke Talks. Okay. A week ago, Extended Lockdowns, a form of mass torture, David Icke. so on and so forth. 12 virus health experts condemn extreme COVID-19 1 week ago. You see where I'm going with this? Look at this one. Coronavirus. What is really going on? David Icke talk. This is a week ago. Coronavirus, 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 COVID-19. Scroll down. Coronavirus panic. Wow. Unbelievable. Coronavirus. Ticking all the boxes for the global elite. Coronavirus. Who benefits? Okay. I'm going to get out of here. If they're going to take down that video, supposedly, that he did with London Land, they would have taken every damn video of his down that he's done for the last freaking month. Okay? That's my point. Ridiculous. All it is a ploy to get you to go to his bit thing and to London Real and click, 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 click. That's all it is. So he can get 5 million views, 10 million views, worldwide views. That's all it is. Bullshit. Not one page that I took you to had any dates on it whatsoever. Published certain day, nothing. Written certain day, nothing. Bullshit. But yet this is on Facebook. It's plastered everywhere. Poor David Icke. Omar says, I don't think that's the case. Well, check it out for yourself, my friend. I'm telling you. Tell me what you find. Tell me what you see. That's what I'm seeing. Total bullshit. If YouTubers could take his channel or take his video down, regardless, they would have taken a lot of his videos down because they're all about the same thing and they all say the same thing over and over and over again. So I don't believe, that that's actually what happened. I think it's just a ploy to get you to go to his other sites. So, but no dates on them other pages either. Not one date. And every page you go to is nothing but David Icke, David Icke, David Icke. That's all it is. It's all it's about, David Icke. So, yeah. You make up your own mind, but I'm just saying. Yeah. Okay. One more. I know people are going to be like, oh man, he's on a friggin' rant. Yeah, a little bit. Just a little bit. Been another rumor going around. Quite a sad one, actually, in a sense. But I've seen posts on it. People have told me about it. I've heard other people talk about it. I mean, it's been around about how they found. Well, now it's up to 35,000 children, I think it was, in these tunnels up and down the East Board, in California and up and down the East Coast and different things like that, and everything else. And I was trying to check in on this to find out where the hell this news was coming from, and you couldn't find nothing on it. I mean, it was ridiculous what I had to go through. It seemed like every video or any news thing supposedly is supposed to have been worldwide news or whatever. I couldn't find one article. And it's just crazy, right? So I'm thinking there can't be nothing to this, but yet people are commenting about it constantly. And I'm like, God, 35,000 sounds like a lot of kids. I mean, whatever. but it used to be like 10,000. That's the first time I heard it. It was only 10,000. And I'm like, wow, this is crazy. So I got to open a new tab. I don't want to do what I just did. This is really crazy. So let me bring this up. Oop, there we go. Write it right. Might help if I spelled it right. Okay. Okay. I hope this is the right page. Okay. So this is the deal, right? Let me see if I can bring that up without losing anything. Hang on just a second. Okay, that's the same one. That's it. All righty. I'm on a roll. Here we go. I'm on a roll. Okay. So I am going to come back. I'm going to share this with you. Now, this is just a Google page. And I want you guys to kind of get the gist about what I'm looking at here. So let me share this with you. This is just a Google page. Make sure it's right. Okay, here we go. So the one headline that you see, and here's one. It talks about an army of children toils in Africa, mica mines. NBC News. Down here, crawling through black pitch tunnels inside makeshift mine. The group found that at least 10,000 children work in the mine. Okay. So there you see 10,000 children. Here it says Tim Ballard, I fought sex trafficking at the border. And it talks about the State Department reports about 10,000 children are smuggled into the U.S. annually. Okay. I'll read that again. The State Department reports that about 10,000 children are smuggled into the U.S. annually. The children of Gaza tunnels. According to local estimate, it is believed that 10,000 people worked in the tunnels, blah, blah, blah. So there's that 10,000 again. Let's see here. I think there's another one. Search related to 10,000 children found. But anyway, so that gives you an idea, where this 10,000 thing actually came about, because there was a bunch of articles about 10,000. Well, then if you actually look right here, let's see here. Truth, Light, Freedom on Twitter. 10,000 children rescued. And it's only the tip of the iceberg, and not including those innocents who have died in the hands of these blah, blah, blah. Well, I found out where it come from. I finally found it. So I'm going to bring that up. And I am going to stop sharing that one, and I will reshare, and you guys can hear this guy. And here we go.
Good morning. Good morning. It is Thursday morning, October the 17th, 2019. It is the 18th day of the 7th Hebrew month. It is the 4th day of the 8-day wedding feast of Sukkot. Good morning. My name's Daniel Lee. I typically live in Juneau, Alaska, but this week I'm not in Alaska. I'm visiting friends who own property down here in Pagosa Springs, Colorado. And we're actually staying this week at a beautiful bed and breakfast called Elkhorn Trace Bed and Breakfast, or Elk Trace, I think is the name, for the Feast of Sukkot. Of course, for Sukkot, you're supposed to be in temporary dwelling structures, in sukkahs, and that's exactly what this place is. And I'll show a little bit more at the end of the video of where I'm actually staying. I showed the interior of the main house a few days ago, but I'll show more after the end of the video. Okay, so I want to start off, first of all, with some news that my Navy intel source wanted to share with me. He said, Daniel.
Now, listen to what he said. His Navy intel. Okay? He's got intel in the Navy. He's got Navy intel. Here we go.
This is the result of the deep state cabal retribution. Oh, excuse me. I forgot to do my introduction. My name's Daniel Lee. And if you're new to my channel, my mission statement's very clear. I preach and teach the Hebrew Jewish roots of the Christian faith on my website, spiritandtorah.com. I exalt Yahshua, Jesus, the Holy One of Israel. He is the only way, truth, and the life. I expose satanic pedophiles to investigative journalism on my YouTube platform. I've been doing this now for well over a year. I provide satanic ritual abuse survivors a platform to speak out on. I protect the innocent children by virtue of these other things. And I lead a nightly Zoom room prayer group every single night where we pray for President Trump, this nation, other subscribers, each other, and we'll be happy to pray for you. Okay, I'm going to start.
Wow, this guy's awesome. Woohoo!
Start off with some Navy intel source information that he wanted me to share with my YouTube audience. He starts off by saying, this is the result of the deep state cabal retribution for us taking out their DUMBs, their deep underground military bases, the past 2 weeks. And he's referring to what's been going on in California. These flights are coming out of northern Nevada. California is cleaned out and has no more chemtrail bases or squadrons. Even the even the San Nick Island, even the San Nick Island is cleared. Remember, that was where that rogue missile was launched. I reported on about a month and a half ago, 2 months ago. And of course, they dealt with that rogue commander there. But
Amazing.
he says this was Southern California at noon today. So he's showing these chemtrails
Wow.
in
That's
Southern California, which is
amazing.
where my Navy intel source is based out of. More chemtrails.
Really? Look like clouds to
So
me.
again, that's in retaliation. That's not coming from any nest in California. That's actually coming from, according to him, it's coming from flights that are coming out of northern Nevada. So remember, it's still an ongoing war. They're still trying to put out these chemtrails. They haven't all been eradicated, but they have taken out all the deep state bases in California at this point. And in fact, as I reported on a couple days ago, Timothy Homseth has reported from his sources from the anti-pedophile Pentagon task force that's been set up to protect Timothy Homseth from the nefarious deep state agents in Minnesota. He's reported on another 2,000, I think it was 2,300 children that were rescued. Of course, I reported based off my Navy intel source about the 1,000 children that were rescued a few months ago at China Lake.
Wow.
But there's more stuff that he wanted me to share, and that was, let me see if I can find. Yeah, here we go. He said, Timothy Homseth is finally getting this out on Facebook. Of course, the trolls are attacking him hard, which is exactly what happens to both him and me. He says the total number of children, again, this is from my Navy intel source, and he's never been wrong even once. Says the total number of children from all the OPs since the main first strike on the main DUM, deep underground military base under China Lake, which happened at the beginning of July 2019, if you remember. The total number of children that have been saved and rescued because of all these OPs that have been going on is now slightly over 10,000 children. Over 10,000 children have now been rescued. Now, I know people say, well, where are all these children? How can they keep them hidden?
Yeah.
Remember, a lot of these children, this isn't just some, abuse that was done in some foster care home. These are children that were kept in cages in deep underground military bases, being tortured, eaten, pedophilia going on, satanic ritual abuse by the child sex trafficking CIA. And a lot of times these parents were actively involved in this. I know, as horrific as that sounds. So these children are not just going to be released out into the public or returned to their families or blah, blah, blah. President Trump and the military, they're going to do everything they can to make sure that these children have every opportunity to recover and to heal from their severe abuse. But right now, with the war that's going on between the patriots and the deep state, there's no way that they're going to let the general public know who these 10,000 children are.
Wow.
They're being kept very safe. They're going to be restored. We got to pray for them. And they'll probably be just released into society as they're able to come back into society. But we've got to trust the plan, trust Q, trust President
Trust
Trump,
Q?
They are submitted to
What?
Yahshua the Messiah, to Jesus, and they're going to take care of these children.
Hey, we got to
make
trust
sure
the
they have
Q,
every
guys.
effort, every chance to heal.
Sorry, I didn't mean to yell
So
in
just
your
pray
ear.
for them. Pray for them. Okay, let's go
Oh
on
my
to some
God.
other news here.
We got to trust Q.
Storm is upon us. Tweeted this out from Joe Biden, which was a threat that Joe Biden gave. Storm is upon us said, a president of law and order, one determined to dismantle the intelligence agencies, will be in Dallas on October 17th. Of course, that's today. He's having a rally in Dallas. Listen to this senile deep state gangster howling to remove him from office and forgetting momentarily he wasn't in the company of his co-conspirators. And he says too much. So this is what Joe Biden says. I'm going to cue this up here for you guys to listen to.
Joe Biden. He's out to kill
And
the
you can
president.
decide for yourself if you think this is a threat against the president that Joe Biden is making.
It's so important to remove this man from office. On the 17th, look, the fact that from office. On the 17th, look, this man from office. On the 17th,
Okay.
look, the fact that.
So he says, remove
it's
this
so
man from
important to remove
office,
this man from-
and then mentions the 17th. And of course, President Trump is having a rally in Dallas today, the 17th. And, a lot of people have mentioned how, obviously our beloved president,
so
who's promised to destroy the CIA, just like John F. Kennedy declared very clearly, I'm going to smash the CIA into 1,000 pieces. And of course, he was murdered in Dallas by that satanic pedophile cabal that comprised the CIA child sex trafficking cabal and LBJ. In fact, even Bush Sr. was there in Dallas on the day that Kennedy was murdered. So there was a big deep state cabal that took out Kennedy, and now they're trying to do it again. And why are they trying to do this? Remember, Maria Bartiromo announced that the D class was going to come out on Friday the 18th. And so I think the deep state panicked. And so they were preparing this coup against President Trump and this potential assassination threat, which, by the way, will not succeed because there's too many of us praying for protection over the president every day. And then, of course, Maria Bartiromo then announced, oh, wait a minute, it's not going to be on the 18th. It's probably going to be later. Now they're saying likely the IG report will be released toward the end of the month. The fact is, no one's going to know. The Q and the Patriots and President Trump, they're keeping this close to their vest.
The Q and President Trump?
Keeping the deep state.
Wow, that's awesome.
Now, Nancy Pelosi, this was tweeted out by Natalie Andrews. House Speaker Nancy Pelosi is wearing a bracelet with a bullet and orange beads and says she won't stop bringing up the need to pass legislation expanding background checks for gun purchases. Talks with the White House have stalled. So she's standing there in front of the podium and she has this wristband, orange wristband. Of course, they refer to Donald Trump as the Orange Man, and it's made out of bullets. And so Storm is upon us says,
let me correct him on that. It's not made out of bullets. It has one bullet attached to it. She's actually showed it on the news, and she wears it in protest against gun violence. Thank you very much.
And in this not so subtle threat, Pelosi is clearly in on whatever they are plotting by coming to work with a bracelet made out of orange bullets, signaling a go order with her green dress, all while calling for Trump's removal. And this is the actual photo of Nancy Pelosi. I think this happened yesterday, or it definitely happened recently. You can't really see the bracelet in this photo, but in any case,
I can show you a
it's just
photo
their
with it.
continued coded ways of telegraphing what they're trying to do. But here's something that was just tweeted out this morning by Stormers Upon Us. He said, I wonder if they, referring to the deep state cabal, I wonder if they were able to cancel Thursday's false flag in time. They're in chaos after Maria Bartiromo pulled out the rug and Biden gave it away with his 17th gaffe at the debate. Oh, that happened at the debate. Yeah. Abort. Yeah.
Yeah, abort.
You know, and this continues to happen as we're continuing to pray for our president and pray for the patriots and Q, as we're continuing to pray that these satanic pedophiles are fully exposed, arrested, prosecuted, and strung up. Yah is continuing to cause these deep state actors to stumble and fall and bumble and mumble. And so, yeah, I'm sure they did have some sort of plans to try to take out our president on today, the 17th, but they're not going to succeed. And they've made so many gaffes at this point. It's pretty funny, actually. And the reason I say funny, Psalm chapter 2, Yah says he laughs. He laughs at the calamity of the wicked.
Really? I wonder
And
what
also,
Bible he's reading.
Psalms and Proverbs talks about the wicked who dig pits for the righteous. The wicked will fall into the very pits that they dig for the righteous. And that's exactly what's happening. So they're not going to succeed in whatever they're trying to do today in Dallas.
Okay.
Now, this was really good that President Trump talked about the release of the IG report, which is going to happen soon. And listen to what he says about Obama.
Place in government. Now we'll see what happens. The IG report's going to come out soon, and we'll see what happens. I think I know nothing about it in terms of the report.
That's an old video.
Like everybody else, but I predict you will see things that you don't even believe. The level of corruption, whether it's Comey, whether it's Strick and his lover Page, whether it's so many other people, McCabe, whether it's President Obama himself. Let's see whether or not it's President Obama. Let's see whether or not they put that in. Wait a minute. Let's see whether or not. So Rudy saw that, and I can tell you Rudy Giuliani, because he was very,
you know how old this video is?
At the horrible things that he saw, as are many people. Okay, and many Republicans, and the Republicans have been treated very unfairly by the Democrats. I'll say this. Paul Ryan would never issue a subpoena. I don't say right or wrong. He wouldn't do it. He had too much respect for our country. Nancy Pelosi hands him out like cookies.
Okay, so you can clearly see that President Trump is going after Obama yet again. And the thing he said about Paul Ryan, that was just for optics sake. Paul Ryan is a very evil dude. In fact, President Trump came out very, very vociferously just a couple months ago that I reported on, where he talks in an interview about how Paul Ryan completely betrayed President Trump because he refused to prosecute these people. And remember, Paul Ryan was one of the many Rhino Republicans, along with Democrats, who resigned or said they weren't running again. Why? Because they know what's coming. They know the hammer's going to drop. And when the hammer drops, when these arrests go forth, it's not just going to be the satanic pedophiles within the Democrat Party. It's going to be a lot of Rhino Republicans as well, like Mitt Romney, the satanic pedophile, Paul Ryan, the satanic pedophile, and others who have opposed the president.
Pedophiles.
So when he says something nice about Paul Ryan, it's just for optics sake, and President Trump is a master at doing that. Now, I'll show you guys more of this beautiful, beautiful place, but I just want to encourage people, because I'm still getting a lot of people who are saying that, well, Daniel, is this really going to happen? Are we just being played? Are we just? Yes, it is going to happen. And again, one of the goals of this channel is to show all the many ways, that people are being taken down. You realize how many indictments have already been opened and how many arrests have occurred? And we've talked about this indictment that was opened about the guy, the politician, linked to the foster care abuse in Arizona.
But yet Hillary still goes free.
You know, that was a pretty major satanic pedophile who was arrested. We've talked about other things that have happened. And yes, we haven't seen Obama or Hillary or the Bush cabal be brought down yet.
That's right.
Patience,
we haven't.
Patience.
Oh,
this is going to happen.
Okay.
And again, that whole thing that I reported a few weeks ago about charges being recommended against Andrew McCabe, it's happening, guys. We don't see everything that's behind the scenes, but it's happening. And Bill Barr, President Trump, the Patriots, they are going to go after. They're going to go for the jugular on these deep state actors. And it's first going to start off. The IG report's not going to really mention anything about satanic pedophilia. It's going to start off with that first layer.
Why would it?
Treason and sedition against a seated president of the United States. But that's just the beginning. The whole Epi effect, the whole Jeffrey Epstein effect, is going to completely dovetail with the information in the IG report, and you're going to see it continue to build and build and build throughout 2019 and 2020. And we will see these mass arrests. Wow. Hallelujah. It is a beautiful, beautiful
Wow,
morning here
that's
in Pagosa
awesome.
Springs, Colorado, as I'm celebrating the Feast of Sukkot. I'll just show you a little bit panorama view of where I'm staying. It's a little outhouse there. Here's the main house.
Wow, look at
outside
that.
of it.
Amazing.
That's the main meeting area where they serve breakfast every morning.
Cool.
And then over there, you can see sort of the cabins.
Nice.
It's just a beautiful morning here. If you like what I'm doing, if you appreciate what I'm doing, if you think I'm working hard and I deserve to be paid, this is my full-time career, which you can see I love. I love doing what I'm doing. Even when I'm on vacation, I can't help but do a news-related video. So if you want to help me out, the easiest way is through my PayPal. That's a link right below this video.
Send me money, folks. Hurry up.
And I also have a link to my Patreon. That's also below the video. You click on it. You can pledge any monthly amount you'd like, and then that amount is taken out of your bank account at the beginning of each month. I lost a lot of patrons because people were really upset with the people I've been exposing. And yet one guy stepped up and gave me $130 a month pledge. So that one pledge made up for all the people who canceled. So hallelujah.
$130
I'm going to continue to do what I'm doing.
Wow,
and then I also
amazing.
have a PO box. If you're old school, you don't want to use the internet to send me a donation. That's fine. You can use good old-fashioned snail mail, and you'll find my PO box below the video as well.
The snail
if you
mail.
have a prayer request, and you want
In
our
other
prayer team
words,
to
you
pray for you,
can't
because
cash
we
a
do
check
meet every
very
single
quick, huh?
evening. We'll do that. Just, go ahead and email me. My email's located in the description box below the video, and I'll get that to our prayer team.
I'll
and we
jump
will pray
right
for
on
you.
that.
And we do get results.
Okay. I am really sick of listening to this guy. I don't know about the rest of you. Oh, yeah. So anyway, you want to know how crap gets started? That's a prime example right there, folks. Yow. Whew. He said a lot. If you like what he does, you can pay him. Yeah, just send it to, wherever. Blah, blah, blah. Unbelievable. Look, folks, the only reason why I'm doing this tonight, it's like I said, I just want people to understand that, these are very confusing times for folks, even myself. I mean, seriously. And, you see a lot of this stuff going on and people fall for it and just, and some people are just so intertwined with conspiracies and stuff that, they will grab every single one that they see and just run with it, without doing any kind of fact checking or backgrounds or whatever. And the next thing you know, that's all you are is a conspiracy. You know what I'm saying? I just don't want folks to get into that, I say let's just forget about this stuff and get back to the UFOs, the aliens, the comets. Let's do all that stuff. That's what I want to do. Crazy stuff. Chucky says, I bet his girlfriend is his sister. Actually, I wish I'd have finished that now that you said that, because he's getting married in front of an iceberg up in Alaska to one of his followers on Zoom. But she doesn't want her name mentioned because, there's a lot of trolls that follow him, and she don't want to be followed by his trolls. So, yeah. So those are just a few of the things that I wanted to bring up that I thought, needed some attention, because a lot of folks have these misconceptions lately about certain things. Am I wrong? I don't know. Who the hell knows? But I did do the research, my research. I did find what I found, and I try to bring it out to people. Maybe you guys can find something more on it. I don't know, but the point is, it's just, you got to be damn careful about what you hear. There's always a play on words with certain people. There's always, all this other crap going on. It's just on and on and on, and it just never seems to quit. And once it gets going, man, it just, wow, what a powerful tool. I mean, seriously, don't let them drain your energy, folks, with this shit. Okay, that's all I'm trying to say. just, take a step back, take a deep breath, and move along. You know what I mean? Seriously, that's all we got to do. Alrighty. He was married by Zoom. No, he was marrying a woman who is a follower of his from Zoom. Apparently he does Zoom webinars. So he met her online through his thing. So, yeah. Fear porn. Yeah, fear porn. I'm never going to fear porn. Porn's a safe. It's funny. Chunky says, I enjoy discussions like these. Every story has two sides. Absolutely. But I like to see both sides, not just one, if you know what I'm saying. Okay. So that's what that's all about. But anyway, I'm sorry, folks, if I pissed a few of you off. You'll have that. But, that's just the way it goes. I just thought I'd show you a few things, But Sharon says, Bible book, Matthew chapter 24, verse 14. What is that, Sharon? My brother. I'm never talking to you again. That's all right. You were adopted anyway. That's an inside joke, by the way, guys. That's my brother, Mr. Tim Mitchell. Retired veteran from the U.S. Air Force, a long time. He's seen a lot of shit, took a lot of shit. He actually works for Boeing, big company, yes. Oh, the conspiracy theories, not that guy. Yeah, okay, Sharon, I got you. So anyway, folks, I just wanted to bring that to you. Like I said, it wasn't going to be a very long night. But anyway, I plan on making another show for tomorrow. And, we'll do some actual research on UFOs tomorrow, okay? So I want you guys to have fun, enjoy yourself. We're all in this together, remember? And, it's, I don't know. We'll figure it out one way or the other. So like I said, I hope I didn't upset anybody or anything like that. That's not my intention. But I definitely wanted to bring a few things out, just to show you what's happening. So, yeah, we'll be back tomorrow. And I got a couple of cool things that we're going to, talk about and whatever. So, okey dokey. Thank you all for being here. I really appreciate it. It's awesome to see everybody. So, but in the meantime, everybody have a great night, and we shall catch you tomorrow. Yeah. I want to thank you all for listening to Closer Encounters. Please remember to like, follow, and share. And until we meet again, keep your eyes to the skies. Thank you. Thank you, guys. Tomorrow night, 6 o'clock.